Everyone, welcome to Verbling. This is vocabulary with Hina. This is an advanced anatomy class. So for all those interested, please click on the join class button on top and we will begin. It's going to be either green or yellow depending on the resolution of everybody's computers.
Hello,
Hi Norbert, how are you? Good to talk to you today.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine as well. And we have Hyujin. Hyujin made it. Yes, this class was suggested by Hyujin, so I'm glad you're here. Is it really late over in Vietnam?
It's really early in the morning.
It's early in the morning. Oh my God. Okay, I'll be sure to schedule my classes better suited to your time, Hyujin. The ones that you recommend at least. Okay? Okay, so before we begin, did everybody have an opportunity to download and open the documents that I've attached with the class? Yes, there should be two. There is a Google document and there is a document that you have to download. It's called Human Body Vocabulary. Okay, so everybody has had an opportunity to open those? Yes? Good.
Yes.
Hi,
Yes.
people other than Norbert and Hyujin can hear me? Yes? Yes? Okay. Hi, Gianni. Hello, Imad. Hi, Juan. Nice to see such familiar faces and a couple of new.
How about your connection today?
Sorry?
How about your connection today?
I'm in the library. Can you not see
okay,
people?
okay.
So my connection will be good for all 4 of my classes today. So don't worry. Okay? All right. So I think we're about ready to begin. Everybody seems to be here. Let me just open up my documents. Okay, so let's begin. Welcome everyone. This is Advanced Anatomy. Like I said, we're going to be covering a lot of vocabulary. There's also going to be diagrams. There's going to be short quizzes. So we'll cover parts of the human body and then we'll go through and identify the parts on diagrams, okay? So I'm going to trust everyone that when we're going through our quiz, you won't refer to your sheets as a cheat sheet. So you all have to be honest and not cheat. So let's start with introductions. My name is Hina. I am originally from Canada, and right now I am in San Francisco in California. And I think we'll just do introductions till there today. And let's start with Imad.
I'm Matt. I'm from Syria.
Ooh.
What else? What should I tell?
Ooh, it's really okay. Thanks, Imad, for telling us you're from Syria, but it's really loud. Your mic has a lot of distortion and a lot of noise coming from it. So if
I'll mute it anyway.
Okay. Okay. Oh, you muted it? Okay. If you could just try and move to like a non-noisy area, because when you talk during class, it's going to be really noisy. Okay. But thanks, Imad. Next we have Fernando.
Yes, this is Fernando. I'm from Chile. It's my first time here, so I hope that I will be able to improve my vocabulary and my fluency in English.
Oh, Fernando, is this your first time on Verbling, or is this your first time in my class?
No, it's first time in Berlin. It's a great place.
Oh, that's awesome.
And all for free. That is the great thing.
That's the greatest, yeah. Well,
I know how this side finance your great teachers, but anyway, it's a great site for improve the English ways.
definitely is. Yes, thank you, Fernando, and welcome. I'd like to send you a warm welcome on behalf of the entire Verbling community. I hope you enjoy it.
Thanks.
Welcome. Next we have Gianni.
Hi, Hina, I'm everybody. I'm Gianni from Italy, and that's all.
Okay, thanks, Gianni. Nice to see you again in class. Next we have Hyujin.
Hello everyone, my name is Huyền. I'm from Vietnam.
Okay, thank you, Hyujin. And then we have Juan.
Hi, hello, my name is Juan Carlos. I'm from Peru, and 18 years old.
Okay, it's your voice is really distorted, Juan. So if you could try and maybe fix it up a little bit, so during class when you're talking, it's not so distorted. Okay, thank you, Juan. Next we have Martin.
Hello, I'm from Slovakia, the middle of Europe.
Perfect. Yeah, go ahead.
Now we have evening. Good evening, or hello, everybody.
Okay, thank you. Next we have Nabur.
Hi, Hina. Hi, everyone. Well, this is my fourth time in Verbling, fourth class, and I have found this very interesting. I'm very happy to be here.
Perfect. Thank you, Nabur. Welcome to you as well. Norbert?
Hello, I am Norbert from Hungary, and I think I never know when will I need to use these words, so I'm listening.
Okay, all right. Well, you never know. Somebody could be having a stroke or a heart attack, and then you'd be like, oh, I know what's wrong and I know what to do. So you could save somebody's life, Norbert, okay? All right, so let us begin. So let's start with the Google document. So the first Google document we're going to be looking at, hold on, let me just see. Yeah, so we're going to be looking at the different organ systems that we have in our body. So it's just going to be a nice warm-up. And then we're going to look at advanced anatomy. So we're going to be looking at 4 or 5 of these organ systems and seeing all the different parts that there are to them, okay? The vocabulary might get a little complicated for some people. So if there's a word that you don't know or that you don't understand, please do let me know, stop me, and I will do my best to explain it, okay? Okay, so let's begin. I'm going to be sharing my screen. So if anybody can't see it properly on the Google document, if you can't open it, please you can just watch the screen. All right. So I'm going to share it now. Okay. Is this okay for everyone? Can everybody see it?
Where can we open it?
Sorry?
Where can we open the document?
Oh, okay. So I'll post it here. Okay?
Okay, better.
I posted it in the, I actually want to, so Hyujin, you said you wanted it bigger, so I'm going to have to switch browsers. So, there you go. Is that better, Hyujin? It's all nice and big. Is that okay? Can everybody see it on my screen as well as theirs?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Sorry, I didn't ask Steph. I didn't ask you to introduce yourself. I'm so sorry about that.
Hi, I'm Stéphie. I come from France, and it's the first time on Verbling.
Okay, perfect. Welcome, Steph. So sorry about that. I completely missed you. And welcome to Verbling. I'm so glad to see there's so many first-time users here. Okay, so we are going to go through this chart first. I'll get everyone to read out a sentence, and then we'll try to match what system of the body we're talking about, okay? So let's work through the first one together. The system that regulates the body's response to internal and external stimuli. That is, what does everybody think? What system is that?
Nervous system.
Yeah, that is the nervous system. And if there are any words that people don't know, please let me know and I will explain it, okay? So in the first sentence, is there anything that is unclear? Everybody knows what regulate means, internal and external stimuli. Is everybody okay or comfortable with those words?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So if there's any word that you don't know, let me know and I'll explain it, okay? So let's begin. Imad, can I get you to do number 2?
Yes, okay. A system that differentiates self from non-self and neutralizes potential
Pathogenic
pathogenic organisms or substance. It should be
Or substances.
substances, yes.
Yeah.
Maybe urine system?
Urinary system? No, it's not the urinary system. So let's see what this sentence is saying. The system that differentiates. Differentiate means to separate. That tells the difference from one to the other. Yeah. Self from non-self. So it tells you the difference of what is your body cells and what is another organism's body cells. And neutralizes potentially pathogenic organisms. Neutralizes means it kills. It kills.
Immune system.
Exactly. It is the immune system. Okay. So is the vocabulary clear? Pathogenic, everybody knows what a pathogen is. A pathogen is basically anything that is a harmful microorganism. So like a germ or bacteria that harms you is a pathogenic organism. Okay? Is that clear? Is that clear, Ahmad? Yeah? Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, it's clear. Yes.
Perfect. Next, can I get Fernando? Can you do number 3, please?
Okay, let's see. 3. The system. The system consistent of the skin and its associated structures, such as the hair, nails, sweat glands, and sebaceous glands.
Perfect. Let's have a look at our options. So.
Definitely is endocrine system.
It's not definitely endocrine system. No. You seem so certain. You're like, it is definitely.
I am 100% sure that about the endocrine system is, but
it's
maybe.
So do you understand what this body system is? So the skin, our glands, our nails, our hair. Yeah, it's talking about that part of the body. Endocrine system is for the hormones. So the endocrines are organs that are in our abdomen. They regulate our hormones. So it's not the endocrine system. Want to try again?
What is integumentary system?
That's what it is.
What is this? I never have heard.
Most people have not heard of it just because most people don't see it as a system. When you think about organs and organ systems, you think about the digestive system, you think about your lungs, so the respiratory system, you think about urinary system. But a lot of people don't realize that the nails, the hair, and the skin is the biggest organ of our body. The skin is an organ. It's not a tissue. So all the organs related, so all the systems related to the skin is called integumentary system. So that's your sweat glands, your nails, your hair. And I don't know if everybody knew that, but your skin right here is the biggest organ of the body. Okay?
Wow,
biggest
I didn't know that.
Of the body. Yeah, now you do. So your skin is the biggest organ of the body. Okay? And all this is called the integumentary system. Okay. Any questions about this one?
No. What are sweat glands?
Sweat glands are the glands located in your underarms, a little bit behind your knee. They're the ones that release sweat. Okay. Yeah. So sweat glands. When you perspire, when you sweat, the sweat glands are the ones that are releasing it. So the hormones send a signal to the sweat glands, and then they start excreting water and salts to cool down the body. Okay?
How about sebaceous
glands? Sebaceous glands are the glands that produce saliva. So they are located in your mouth, above the roof of your mouth, and they're the ones that make saliva. Everybody knows what saliva is, right?
Is it like water?
Yeah, exactly. So when you produce a liquid in your mouth, that is called saliva. Okay, so there are the scientific words for all these terms that we use. Okay? Perfect. All right. Thank you so much, Fernando, for that. Okay, next we have Gianni.
Yes. The system involved in reproduction is reproductive system.
Perfect. That was easy.
Yes.
Come on, that was easy. Yeah. So system involved in reproduction. So can somebody tell me a couple of organs that are involved in the reproductive system? Let's start with males. What are some of the organs in the reproductive system for males?
I don't know the English name.
Penis, yeah. For males, it would be males would be penis. What else?
The glands, but I don't know the name.
Testes.
Testes is the name.
Yeah, testes is like the testicles. Does everybody know testicles? Okay. Testicles, okay? Testicles are the actual organ, like the actual organ that produces sperm. So these produce sperm, okay? Testicles produce sperm. Testes is the outside, and penis is like the main organ that is involved in penetration and sexual activity, okay? What about females?
Vagina.
The vagina. Vagina, and then what's the organs involved? The vagina is uterus, yeah, and uterus. So the uterus is where the baby stays when a woman is pregnant. So everybody says that the baby is in the stomach. The uterus is right below or behind the stomach in terms of organ systems. So when the uterus grows, the baby grows, and then the stomach grows bigger. What about one more organ that is the female reproductive system that is involved in reproduction?
Ovary.
Ovaries, yeah. Ovaries, yeah. So
ovaries.
Yeah, women have 2 ovaries, just like men have 2 testicles. Not 20. I'm sorry. So just like men have 2 testicles, women have 2 ovaries. Okay, and every month an egg is released from a woman's ovary that the sperm fertilizes. So the ovaries release eggs. Okay. And then when the sperm and the egg meet, they form a zygote, okay? So sperm plus egg equals zygote, which is fertilization, okay? So when the egg and sperm meet, the egg is now fertilized. The zygote is now fertilized. Who can tell me what fertilized means?
It's kind of supplying...
it starts like?
Exactly.
Like conceive.
Yeah. Conceive, yes, exactly. So fertilized means that now it's possible to give rise to a living thing, okay? So a sperm on its own and an egg on its own cannot produce a living thing. But when they form a zygote is fertilized and it can produce a living thing, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Perfect.
What is the name of the baby when it's in the stomach, in the uterus?
In the uterus? Yeah. So okay. Fetus. So when the sperm and the egg meet and they form a zygote is microscopic. You can't see it with the naked eye. But as the zygote grows, it turns into, oh my god, okay. Steph, I've muted you just because it was really noisy from your microphone, okay? So please move to an area that is not so noisy, and then you can unmute yourself. Okay, so when a zygote is growing, when it becomes a certain size that you can see with your eye, then it's called a fetus, okay? And it's called different things throughout the pregnancy cycle, okay? But zygote and fetus are just 2 of the cycles that it goes through, okay? Okay, perfect. Any questions about the reproductive system?
No.
No? Okay, great. It's clear? Awesome. Next we have Hyun.
The system of organs that produce, collect, and eliminate urine.
Yeah.
Is urinary system.
Yeah. Urinary system. Everybody knows what urine is, right? When you pee, when you go to the bathroom, you're peeing. The scientific term for pee is urine, okay?
Okay.
And to eliminate urine means to discard it, to release urine from your body, because urine is, it's all the toxins and all the waste from your body comes to urine. So when your body is eliminating urine, it is removing all that toxin and that waste. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Hyujin. Next we have Juan. Juan, are you still there? Yeah, okay. Can you do number 6, please? Yeah.
Okay, the framework of the body consisting of bones and other connective tissues, which protects and supports the body tissues and internal organs.
Yeah,
that
so
is the
let's have a look.
muscular system.
What is it, sorry?
The muscular
The muscular system, that's a very good guess, but the muscular system does not have bones. So the framework of the body,
skeletal.
the skeletal system. Okay, so that's a very good guess. Connective tissues, and again, connective tissues are not muscles. There are parts of the skeletal system that connect muscle with each other. So they're more like elastic. They're like filaments. So they're not really muscles. Okay. So the framework of the body consisting of bones and other connective tissues. There you have ligaments, and we're going to be covering all of these words up ahead, okay? So when you see bone, it's not muscle, it's skeletal, okay? So the skeleton system is called the skeletal system. It's made of body tissues and internal organs. So the framework. Okay. Any questions? Any words that are unclear?
That's clear, yeah.
It's clear? Okay, perfect. Thank you, Juan. Yeah. What does it mean, what?
You're welcome.
Sorry, a couple of people were talking. What does it mean?
Body tissues.
Oh, body tissues. Okay, it supports the body tissues. So body tissue, like layers of muscle. Tissues are like when a lot of cells work together to make an organ. The specific cell and its area in the body is called a tissue. Okay, so tissue is lots of cells working together to do a function in the body. A cell is the smallest unit. So the hierarchy is like this: cell, tissue, organ, organ system, and then organism. Okay, is that clear for everyone? So the smallest unit is a cell. Lots of cells working together make a tissue. Lots of tissues working together make an organ, like the ovaries, like the uterus, like the lung. And then a bunch of organs working together make an organ system. And a lot of organ systems together make an organism, such as a human being. Okay?
So that tissue could be a net.
It could be a net.
A network. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
A network of cells.
Exactly. A network of cells is a tissue. Perfect. That's a perfect way to say it. I couldn't have said it better myself. Okay? I hope this is clear for everybody and where tissue and organ and cell fit into the system. Okay? Perfect. Thank you, Juan. Next we have Martin.
Yes.
Yeah? Can you do number 7 for us, please?
Yes, number 7.
Yeah.
The system of endocrine glands that chemically controls the various functions of cells, tissues, and organs through the
secretion
of hormones.
Of hormones, perfect. So what do you think this system is, Martin? Let's have a look at all our options up here.
This is the simple answer, endocrine system.
Perfect. I already told you that answer. Okay, the endocrine system. So the system of endocrine glands. So endocrine glands are glands that release hormones. Who can tell me where a very popular endocrine gland is?
I don't know the English name.
Okay. Everybody knows.
Thyroid?
Thyroid. Yeah, thyroid. Thyroid gland, and that is located it's located in the neck. Let's just say it's located in the neck, okay? And it produces a lot of very important hormones for the body. Another really important endocrine gland is the pancreas. Who can tell me what the pancreas releases? Insulin. Insulin, okay? So insulin regulates the entire body's glucose. So without insulin, you would not be able to function because the body runs on glucose, which is the form of energy that we use when we eat food. And insulin is what makes glucose absorbed by the what makes glucose be absorbed by the body. So without the pancreas, there would be no insulin. Without insulin, the glucose would not be absorbed. And without glucose, you wouldn't be able to function because you would have no energy. Your cells would not have energy. Okay? So hormones are very, very important to regulate all sorts of functions in the body. Okay, again, there's like noise coming from someone's screen. Okay, good. Somebody turned it off. Perfect. Any questions about the endocrine system? Everybody knows what secretion is, right? Secretion means to release. To release a liquid. Okay? So secretion is to release a liquid. Or not really a liquid, but it doesn't have to be a liquid, but
Liquid is like water. Yes?
yeah, to release
Hormones?
yeah, to release hormones, everything. So basically secretion, this word here means to release. Okay? Okay, perfect. Perfect. Any questions? Martin, anything? Everybody okay with the endocrine system?
Yes, okay.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you, Martin. Next we have Nabur.
Yeah.
Can you do number 8?
The system of organs and gland,
Glands.
system of organs and glands responsible for the ingestion, digestion, and absorption of food.
Okay, which one do you think it is? These are all our
This
options.
is digestive system.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. That is the digestive system. Okay. The system of organs and glands responsible for the ingestion, digestion, and absorption of food. Who can tell me the difference between these 3 words? Ingestion, digestion, and absorption. These are 3 different activities that the digestive system does. Who can tell me what they all are?
I think the first one... Okay.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Ingestion is like when you put food into your body. So it's the first phase.
So eating food. Yeah. So basically,
digestion is when your stomach works to
processing food.
Is breakdown of food.
Breakdown.
Okay. So that's when you break it into smaller pieces, and then this is when you separate carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. Okay. So these are the main food groups. So during digestion, your body breaks down carbohydrates, fats, and proteins and uses them where they're needed, okay? And what is absorption?
Absorption is
when the body takes
your intestines.
Exactly, using food for energy, and this happens in the intestines. Okay? Perfect. So you eat food, so this is when you take it in. This happens at the mouth. Okay? So at the mouth, you eat food, you ingest it. Digestion is when you break it down in the stomach, in the esophagus. And then absorption is when you absorb the energy for food, from the food.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Is it absorption with a P or with a B? Because
absorption? Are you asking about the spelling?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's absorption. It's absorption, and then there's another word that's adsorption. This is something else. This means to come up to the surface.
No, but absorption.
Absorption is spelled this way. Yeah, it's.
I usually absorb.
Absorption. Okay. How would you spell it, Hyojin?
ABSORB.
Yeah, it's not absorption, it's absorption. So the B sound is not as strong, but there is a B sound. So you absorb food. It's called absorption. Okay, so the B sound is there. I know it sounds like a P, but it's absorption. Okay, I hope that's clear, Hyojin.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, 5, 6, 7. So Nabur, you just went, right? That was you, right? Next we have Norbert.
The system that circulates blood and lymph throughout the body.
Okay, blood and lymph
Blood.
through.
So
Yeah.
the system that circulates blood and lymph through the body.
Yeah, circulates. This word, you said it right, circulates.
Circulate.
Okay. Yeah.
Circulate.
Okay, so let's see. What is it?
Circulatory system.
Circulatory system. Perfect.
Yes.
Okay, let's write that. Circulatory system. Okay, everybody knows the circulatory system. What is the main organ in the circulatory system? Who can tell me?
Heart.
Heart. Perfect. The main organ is the heart. Okay.
Vessels also we have a vessel.
Sorry?
We have the vessels.
Vessels.
Carry the, yes.
Yeah.
Carry
So
the blood.
you have vessels. You have arteries.
Artery.
Yeah.
And we have the lymphatic
capillaries.
Yeah.
The lymphatic capillaries, or
yeah, exactly. So who can tell me what what lymph is? Anybody know what?
I think it's kind of yellow cell and enzymes that protect the body.
Yeah, you're actually perfectly right. Yeah. So sometimes what happens is when the heart, it pumps blood really, really fast, and it pumps blood with a lot of intensity. Like when blood goes through the arteries, it's going really fast. So sometimes there is this liquid called lymph, and it's mostly made of white blood cells and enzymes, and it sometimes seeps out of the arteries. Okay, because the blood is moving so fast, some of the lymph escapes. Okay. And then there are lymph glands throughout the body. They collect all that lymph and send it back to the blood. Okay? So, and it's a yellowish white liquid. Okay? It's a part of the blood, but it somehow separates because of the intensity of how fast the blood is moving through the veins. Okay? So that is lymph. It is made of enzymes and cells. Okay? And there's a whole.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Lymph is the same as the pus, or the pus is different thing?
No, pus. Pus. Everybody knows what he's talking about? Pus?
No.
Yeah.
It's
Pus
kind of secretion goes out from the swell or injuries.
Yeah. So when you cut yourself, like for example, if you cut your hand, sometimes blood doesn't come out, but like a white or a yellow liquid comes out. Has anybody ever experienced that?
Unfortunately, no.
No. Okay. Okay, that's good. So sometimes if you cut yourself, or if your body goes through a trauma, the skin is open, but blood is not coming out. There's like this yellow white liquid that comes out, and that is lymph. Okay, so the same thing. It separates from the blood and then it comes out because it's a little more porous than the blood. Okay, so it's a little thinner than the blood, so it comes out of the skin. Okay, so that's called pus. Okay, and pus is only when it comes out of the skin through a cut or a wound. Okay. Through a cut or wound. So wound means injury. Okay. Okay, is that clear for everyone?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And next we have Steph.
Yes. Number 10, the
Yes.
system of organs involved in the intake and exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide between the body and the environment.
Perfect.
Respiratory system.
Perfect. Respiratory system. Okay, what's the major organ of the respiratory system?
Lungs.
Pulmons.
Lungs. Perfect.
Lungs.
Yeah, exactly. So the lungs are the main organ of the respiratory system. Diaphragm. Sorry, does anybody know what a diaphragm is?
Yeah, diaphragm is the framework of all the respiratory things. I don't know. No. Diaphragm is the part of below of the lungs.
Okay. What?
So,
Yeah. Somebody else was explaining as well?
It's a muscle which moves the lungs.
Yeah, so a diaphragm is located right below the lungs, and your diaphragm is what goes up and down when you breathe. Okay, Carlos, I'm just gonna mute you just because I can hear my own echo from your mic. Okay, so the diaphragm is located, if you know where the lungs are, right below the lungs is a diaphragm. It's a sort of muscle, sort of bone, and it's very elastic. So when you breathe in and out, the diaphragm is what changes the shape of your chest. So when you breathe out, the diaphragm gets bigger and it expands your chest. When you breathe in, the diaphragm gets smaller and it makes your chest, like it makes it big and small depending on whether you're breathing in or out. Okay? So that's also a very, very important part of the respiratory system because it determines the shape of the cavity and how much air you can take in and out. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Steph. Any questions about the respiratory system?
No questions so far.
Perfect. Awesome. If you have any questions, if there's any word that's unclear, please stop me and let me know and I'll do my best to explain it, okay? Next we have number 11. Carlos, you are new, right? I don't think you've gone yet.
Yeah, I'm new.
Yeah? Okay. Carlos, do you want to do number 11?
Just read the number 11?
Yeah.
Okay. The system that is composed of skeletal, smooth, and cardiac muscle, and cardiac muscle tissue, and functions and movement of the body are of materials through the body, maintenance of posture, and heat production.
Heat production. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Thank you, Carlos. So, what system do you think this is, Carlos? Oh, actually, let me show you all the choices. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay.
So these are all our choices. So which one do you think it is?
Actually, I don't know.
You don't know? That's okay. Who can guess what this is?
Muscular.
Muscular. Yeah.
Urinary system.
Ordinary?
No.
What did you say?
Yeah, urinary.
Urinary. No, urine. This is pronounced as urinary. Okay.
Okay.
Urinary, and no, urinary system is this one. The system of organs that produce, collect, and eliminate urine is the urinary system. Okay? No. Over here, this is the muscular system. Okay, who can guess why? Because there is muscle tissue. Okay? So it's composed of skeleton, smooth, and cardiac muscle. Smooth and cardiac muscle are type of muscle tissue that different muscles are made of, and functions in the movement of body and or materials through the body. Maintenance of posture. What is posture?
It's kind of balancing when someone stands up or when try to make any position. So our muscles contract to give the shape for our joints to get that position.
Yeah, exactly. So posture is the body position and shape. A lot of times people say, oh, he or she has bad posture. What does that mean when you say somebody has bad posture?
Maybe have bad habit of being his back is folded, or when he stand up, usually have something wrong with his way. But is it including when he walk, for example?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, so bad posture, another very, in common English, bad posture is called slouching. So slouching is when your back, you walk with like your back really down, your arms are limp, your neck is down, and your back forms an arc. So your back is supposed to always be straight. Your spinal cord should always be straight when you're standing or when you're walking. But people who don't have good posture, another way of saying that they have bad posture is to say that they are slouching. Okay?
What is slouching? Another way.
Slouching? Another way of saying slouching? It's saying maybe bending the back.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, like a lot of times very tall people slouch because, oh, for example, when a tall person has to talk to a short person, they go down to listen to them, right? Like they're like, oh, I can't hear you. So they bend down. So a lot of times people just walk like that, like bent down. That's called slouching. Okay? It's called bad posture because it's bad for your back because you're not standing up straight. Okay? A lot of time tall people slouch because they're so tall. Any question?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
What are some organs made out of smooth tissue, like smooth muscles?
I don't think there are any organs because muscles are basically tissue. And muscles I don't think muscles form an organ because an organ has.
No.
Yeah,
Just
go ahead.
asking, what are some organs that are made out of smooth muscles?
Oh, what are some smooth muscles? I'm not too familiar with the specific names of the muscles. I think it's like muscles are in layers. So there's one layer of smooth muscle, then one layer of cardiac muscle, then another layer of, another kind of muscle. I'm not too sure about that. Okay. Like I couldn't tell you. I think the muscle in the thigh is like a really big smooth muscle, but I'm not too sure. Yeah.
I think our stomach has smooth muscles, and our digestive system contains a smooth layer of muscle.
Yeah, you're actually right.
The muscle, yeah. The skeletal muscles are always very big and have kind of against the word smooth. What we have?
Smooth cardiac. No, cardiac is another. Cardiac muscle, for example, cardiac muscle are found in the heart. So the muscles that cardiac is basically anything related to the heart is called cardiac. So muscles that hold the heart in place and help the heart pump are cardiac muscles. Smooth muscles and you mean rough muscles? I don't think there's a word. Is there a word, rough muscles? I don't think so. Because the opposite of smooth is rough, right? So smooth. Opposite is equal to rough. I don't think there's a muscle like that, but I'm not too sure.
I think they don't call them smooth because they contain kind of fibers on its own surface.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember that.
Yeah, you're right. So smooth muscles do not have fibers. The other kind of muscles do. I don't remember the name right now. I'll look it up and I'll tell you in the next class, okay?
Sorry, they have what?
They have fibers. Fibers. Okay? Fibers are like thin, thread-like structures. So fibers are they're like threads and they connect one part of the muscle to another. So they are what keep the muscles tight. So for example, when you exercise, it's your fibers that stretch and compress, and over time they are the ones that are keeping your muscle as strong as it is, okay? So fibers over time, they lose their elasticity, so they are elastic. So meaning they can move. Everybody knows what elastic is, right? Like an elastic rubber band, it can move. So fibers are elastic. Yeah. They allow the muscle to move in different shapes and different positions. Okay?
Then smooth muscles have fibers.
No. Smooth muscles do not have fibers. The other kind of muscles do. And smooth muscles are smooth because they do not have fibers, okay?
Okay.
So, okay. And the other ones are not smooth because they do have fibers, okay?
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Any questions about that?
Why cardiac? Why it is a cardiac muscle?
Cardiac muscle? So cardiac is anything related to the heart. So these muscles help the heart pump, because the heart is a kind of organ and it needs to pump, it needs to be strong, right? So a heart is connected to all the other parts of the body through muscles. So the muscles that hold the heart in place are called cardiac muscles.
Okay.
Okay? So anytime you see cardiac, it automatically means heart. Anything. So cardiac muscle, cardiac circulation, cardiac sound. Cardiac sound is like heart beating. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. But I didn't found the connection between heart and muscles. But well.
Oh, okay. I mean, muscles hold the body together, right? So the heart has its own muscles that hold it in place. Is basically that's all that there is to it. Muscles are not just, in your arms when you bodybuild or, in your legs. Muscles are throughout the body. Okay? A lot of people think.
Sorry, I think the heart is one of the muscles in the body.
Yeah, exactly. The heart itself is a muscle, but it's also an organ. Okay? So the heart is a pump, it's a muscle, it's an organ. The heart is very, very versatile, and it has to have a whole lot of different structures in place to help it function properly. Okay? I hope that made more sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Next, is there somebody who hasn't gone yet?
I think we have a new person here.
We do
Victor.
have Victor. Hi, Victor.
Hi.
Do you want to do the last one?
Okay. Yeah. 12.
Yeah.
Part of the immune system, the system which circulates lymph.
Yeah. So what do you think that system is? These are all the options that we have here.
I really don't know.
That's okay. Anybody want to help Victor out?
Lymphatic system?
Lymphatic system. Okay. So just like we have cardiac system, circulatory system to regulate blood, circulatory system for blood, we have a lymphatic system for lymph. Okay, and I already mentioned lymph. And I already mentioned that lymph is, and I already mentioned that lymph is a part of the blood that seeps out when the blood is gushing at a very high speed, and it's mostly made of enzymes and cells, and it collects in its own lymphatic system in the body, and then it goes back to the blood. Okay, it's sent back to the arteries and veins that circulate blood. Okay, any questions about that? No? Any questions on any of the body systems that we have covered?
Well, I don't have still clear the function of lymph.
Okay, the definition of, I know it's sort of strange, and it's we don't really learn about it that much either. When I was in school and I learned about lymph and the lymphatic system, I remember being confused as well. I was like, I don't understand what this is. But lymph is a part of the blood, and it basically just carries enzymes right here. It basically carries enzymes and cells, and sometimes it separates from the blood. So when it separates from the blood, it goes into the lymphatic system. Okay? From there, it goes back through the system to the blood. Okay? So it becomes a part of the blood again. Therefore, it becomes a part of the blood again. Okay? So when it separates from the blood, okay? So it's not a separate system. It's basically in place to collect all the lymph and then take it back to the blood. So it's just a system in place just to do that. Okay?
I don't think it's big enough to be a system.
It's not, and there are only a few lymph glands. A couple of lymph glands are in our neck, and a couple of them are in our arms, and a couple of them are in our upper legs, and that's it. If you were to look at the lymphatic system, it would only be in half of our body. It's not even as vast as the circulatory system, because the lymph doesn't always seep out of the blood, where the blood is moving at a very high speed. So there are some lymph glands there to collect it and then send it back to the blood. So if you look up the lymphatic system, you'll see that it is not at all as intensive as the circulatory system, which is all over the body. Lymphatic system is not all over the body. It doesn't go all the way down to our legs or anything. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right. I hope that was a little clear. I hope I cleared up some doubts about the lymphatic system. Are there any other questions about any of the other systems? Any of the parts, any of the words that we've covered? No? I'm hoping that's a no. Okay. How much time do we have? We have a good 8 minutes left. And then I'm going to actually go into the next class. In the next class, so we have a 2-hour class and we're looking at advanced human anatomy. We are going to look at organ and skeletal systems. So we are going to label all these parts, okay? So there's another document that I have attached, this one, human body vocabulary, right? Everybody was able to open this, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So we are going to be going through these words and then we will identify on this diagram where all the parts of the body are. So, if somebody was like, where the pancreas, where's the stomach, where are the intestines? And then we're going to identify some of the major bones of the body as well, okay? Don't worry, we won't go through all of it, we'll go through most of it. And then we're going to look at the respiratory system and then finish off with a couple of parts of the brain, okay? So this class was just an overview, general of the organ systems. Now we're going to look at each of the organ systems a little bit more in depth, okay? So before I move on to the next class, what did everybody think? How was that? Was it difficult? Was it easy? Was it interesting? Boring? Tell me.
No, very interesting.
Awesome.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Norbert, was it worth your while to stay up this late and attend this class?
I felt myself again in my high school.
You're like,
It
oh
was
my
interesting.
God. It was interesting?
Yes.
Yeah.
A little bit hard because a lot of unfamiliar
words. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Sorry, Fernando, you were saying something?
No, I'm new here in this splendid site, but I have a couple of questions for you. You're an English teacher,
Go
right?
ahead.
But you have a very long of knowledge of this kind of stuff. I don't know. You're a kind of doctor or something like that.
Oh, am I a doctor? Is that what you're asking? Or
Yeah,
no?
because
Okay.
you know a lot of these technical words, so
Oh,
I'm surprised.
Oh, you're surprised? Okay, my
Yeah.
my background is in microbiology. So
That is the point.
yeah. So my background is in microbiology, and in my first and second year, I wanted to learn about diseases
Okay.
that exist in the human body. So I had to learn a lot about the lymphatic system, the circulatory system, the immune
Okay.
system. So a lot of words are just in my head.
Okay, but great.
Okay. Yeah. So so that's why. But I'm not a doctor by any means.
No, but just was my first impression.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I sound like a doctor. Hyujin, what about you? This class was actually recommended to me by Hyujin. So what did you think? Was it what you wanted, or did you want to focus on some other things?
This is exactly what I wanted.
Perfect.
Thank you
I'm
so
happy.
much.
I'm so happy. Steph, this is your first time on Verbling as well, right?
Yes.
What did you think?
I think it's very interesting and very interactive, so I'm very happy of this class.
Okay, I'm so glad to know that. I feel happy when students they're happy with the subject that we covered. And don't worry, not all my classes are about biology and the body parts, and it's just one of the classes that was recommended, so I decided to schedule it. Who is going to be sticking around for the next class? We have a class, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Who is?
Hyujin, Ahmad, and somebody else said something. I hope Norbert. I hope you can. I guess you can go to bed now because it's like everything else is going to be so much more intense.
No, I'm going to.
Yeah.
I'm going to be awake.
That's awesome.
Because no, I will not join the next class.
Okay.
But there will be another class with you.
Yeah, there is another class with me. It's in 4 more hours, I believe, and that was recommended by Norbert. So the class after
So
this,
I'm not going to bed.
yeah. Okay, so I'm glad you'll be there, Norbert. Anybody else? Daniel, we haven't heard from you yet. Hello. Hi, I think you might be muted. So there's a mic on the top of the screen. If you want to click that, it'll unmute you, and I guess then we will be able to hear you because we can't hear you right now. Okay. Does anybody here, does anybody have a scientific background, or does anybody plan on being a doctor or, sorry?
I just want to say I was so bad at biology when I was in school.
Yeah, it's tough. There's so many words to remember. What about anybody else?
I think the problem with the idioms that you will find in the biology, it will be very difficult to spell it, and sometimes it's related to the Latin words, or I don't know. Here, for example, endorsing. How do we say endorsing? System, immune. It's all unfamiliar.
It is really loud, Ahmad. Hold on. Oh my God, that was so loud. I'm sorry. I just want to say, everybody, if you could keep your mics muted. Sorry, Ahmad, I didn't get the last part. So you said that the idioms?
Yes, the idioms in in the biology, it's all very hard to spell and not easy to remember.
I think you
it's
just
all
mean
weird for me.
Yeah, I think you just mean the terms, the terminology, because idioms mean something else.
Yeah.
Idioms are like expressions. Okay, so the terminology, yeah, a lot of terminology comes from like Latin and Greek. And sometimes it doesn't always translate into English properly. And yeah, I know what you mean. Like, I know what you mean. I studied microbiology for 5 years and I still don't know everything. So it definitely takes a long time to know everything. Norbert is saying that he respects doctors, but he wouldn't be able to learn a lot of those things. Yeah, I know. I can't be a doctor for the same reason. I'd be like, wait, what system of the body did you say is hurting? I'm not sure. So, wait, let me look it up. So I couldn't be a doctor for the same reason. But I'm actually going to end this class, and then we're going to come back and start the class afresh. And we are going to be looking at all the different systems now and learning the words for each of them and identifying the different parts of the digestive system, the circulatory system, and the skeletal system. Okay? So I'll see you guys.
Where is it going to be?
Right here, the next class. Like
okay.
Right now, in 1 minute. Okay, see you guys. Bye.
Okay, bye. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.